What is going on, you guys? Today I'm doing something special for you guys that you guys have been asking me about. Shout out to Lieutenant Stab, I guess, for playing Dark Souls 3. Hi, Lieutenant Stab. I don't know if you watch my channel anymore or not, but hey. So a lot of people have been asking me, like, what settings do I record on? And I'm going to show you my background. I like this background. It's just like the awesome face running to Earth. We're being destroyed by happiness. But people have been asking me, like, what do I use to record with? And the answer is OBS. First of all, it's free and it's easy to use, and I really love it. I've been using this forever. I've tried other programs like XSplit and Fraps, and I honestly hate those programs. I think they're complete crap, but that's just my opinion. So I call CS no because I made that when I first got back into CSGO, but we're gonna go to properties. And so when you use game capture, you're going to want to open up the game and select what game you'd like to use. So like right here, I've got CSGO Global Offensive, stretch image to fit screen, because sometimes the games don't always fit the screen, and capture mouse cursor. That's not extremely necessary, but some people might like it better if you do that. So we're going to get into the settings that we use for PC recording for games like CSGO, Metro 2033, the Feminazi game I played a while ago, Gmod, etc. So for encoding, I use my NVIDIA Geforce graphics card. I have CBR enabled. I don't really know what CBR is exactly, but I know that it's recommended to use. And people have been saying that you should use 15,000 for the max bits rate. That's about like 15 megabytes per second, which is fucking crazy if you ask me. It's not necessary. Your videos won't play back in any sort of media player. I use VLC. And I went through like 4 or 5 other media players to see if maybe it was just VLC or one of the other ones I was glitching, using that were glitching up and stuff like that. Even playback in Adobe Premiere, it doesn't work out all that great for you. So my suggestion is to go figure out what works best for you. Don't do comp games. I've lost a lot of footage because it was just unusable. Because it was constantly, it would play for like a few seconds and it would like just lag like 15 minutes later and stuff. So don't use 15,000 kilobytes a second for this. For my laptop, for those of you who've seen my earlier videos, I had to use like 2500 because it was a really old laptop, but now I figured out I can use 9500. So for audio encoding, I use AAC, because it's a little bit more compressed than MP3 is, and it's a lot easier on the memory, even though I've got a 1 terabyte hard drive for my videos. I got two 1 terabyte hard drives actually, one for the main desktop and one for the videos that I store my raw videos on. I use 48 kilohertz for audio. Bitrate's 192. Some people say, you know, if you got a good computer, which my computer can handle it, but I feel like 192 is a good number, so I stick with 192, and my channel is stereo. There's 2 different modes. There's live stream and file output only. I use file output only because I can't live stream on my current internet connection, which is kind of disappointing because I would love to do that more often, but maybe someday we'll get back into that. File path, I call it herp. Some of it's derp, and for those of you who are wondering why, like, I call it Andy's videos or videos to edit, it's just because Deco and I share my computer whenever I'm not home, so like she'll use my computer to record and stuff like that. For video settings, I use my video adapter, which is the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 6GB card. It's got 4 processors. I use custom instead of monitor, which is 1920 by 1080. Let's see. Oh, this right here, that says activate Windows. Go to settings, activate Windows now. Please ignore that, okay? I got a trial version of Windows 10 because I came from Windows 7. I wanted to make sure I'm happy with Windows 10 before I actually buy Windows 10, which so far I really enjoy it. So if you don't have Windows 10 yet, it's worth it. So for resolution, if I could speak properly, for resolution downscale, I use none. So it's just default. I can run 60 frames per second, usually even while recording at 60 frames per second. I can play CSGO at least 250 frames per second, no matter what map it is. So without recording at 60 frames per second, I'd probably be playing at like around 300 plus frames per second, which is pretty cool. I've tested these settings with other games, like Deco has played Collateral Damage, Slime Rancher, One Shot, and Stonehearth using the same settings too. However, it goes by really quickly on my computer for her, so I might change that for her. For my audio, I use default, which my default setting, I'll show you what I got. Playback devices. I got my monitor, I've got my Turtle Beach headset, and I think these are probably just for speakers. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't use that one. But I use this one, and I use this one, and it depends on what you have. So if you have speakers, plugged in, you can use this. If you got headsets like I do, you can use this. If you're recording though and you have an open mic, you should not be using like actual speakers on your desktop or your monitor's computer. So yeah, I give my mic a boost of a volume setting of 1 because sometimes the game volume can be a little bit too loud, I believe, and I need to adjust my volume a little bit more. I use push to talk most of the time just because there's a rampant toddler running around the house normally. She likes to be loud, she's 3, so 3-year-old little girls are loud and obnoxious. Plus, Deco likes to come in my room often and talk with me, so I try to use push to talk whenever I'm playing anything. Plus, whenever I'm playing CSGO, like, you need push to talk. There's no point unless you're going to be in, like, TeamSpeak with your teammates, but I don't really do that all that often. I normally only use TeamSpeak for games like Grand Theft Auto and whatnot, which we don't have Grand Theft Auto set up yet. I plan on doing that eventually, but I don't know. I use keys to help me start and stop recording just because it's just a lot easier for me to do it that way rather than just have one giant recording going. And sometimes, I get them mixed up once in a while, but that's okay. So we're going to go over here to advanced. Since I got a quad core, I use multi-thread optimizations, and I have my process priority class set to normal. I don't know if this really matters. I think that's for live streaming. I got other modifications allowed on hotkeys. For my settings, I have high quality enabled, encoding is main, use CFR, and I don't use the rest of these at all, so we're not going to worry about those. Microphone noise gate. I haven't really played around with this. I probably should and figure it out. I don't use browser or scene. I know how to use the browser, but like it's just like whatever. That's mainly for if you're going to live stream. But yeah. So I really hope that this guide has given you guys some sort of idea of what to do. It really just all depends on like what graphics card you have, and how much you spent on your computer. I recently got this one this year, and I spent around $1,300 on this computer. So if you have a $1,300 computer, it's not as nice as mine, or maybe it's nicer or whatnot. This will be a good guide for you. And like I said, it's ridiculous that people have been saying in other tutorials, oh, you need 1,500 to record a quality picture. You don't. It's gonna fuck up everything. It's gonna fuck up the way it plays back in here, the way it's gonna fuck up back in here. It's terrible. Like, if you guys want to see, let's go ahead and start up one of these videos, and I'll show you what it actually looks like. Let's see, what's a good one? This one, I don't know what that is. What is that? Oh, is that a case opening? Is that what that is? Let's go back to here. That's not a case opening. So let's go ahead and just open random one, I guess. This one's 3333. Let's open that one.
The whole game. That was actually fun.
So this is what it looks like recording at 9,500 kilobytes a second. It looks pretty nice. I played a game the other day where they thought me and my friends were all hacking. Okay, but see, this is an example of what it looks like. It's kind of, I guess it does look kind of pixelated a little bit, but anything greater than that, I just don't think it'll work. But anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day, and like I said, I really hope that this somehow helped you guys out. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down in the comments, and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you.